paint us a picture of what is happening right now in Belém, 4 days in. Have the conversations heightened, or again, as you're saying, to some level, you find the politicizing of these climate talks would lead to the dragging of, again, the talks. So what is the situation like in Belém, Brazil, as far as the conversations are?
My brother, the key agendas that we were looking forward to this COP was the GGA, the Global Goal on Adaptation, like I said prior. The Gender Action Plan is also something that we are looking forward to achieve. We are looking forward to achieve in this COP. Other key agendas like the NDCs 3.0 that countries, the national determined contributions that countries have submitted, and we are just trying to aggregate and discuss the report and see is the collective goal, if we aggregate all the targets of all countries, helping us achieve the Paris goal, or are we far off, and how do we do that? And in day one, of course, it's normally painting where the former host country, in this case, which was Azerbaijan, the presidency, handing over, opening the COP and handing over to Brazilian presidency. And we saw the presidency in Brazil are really more willing to ensure that at least, and more determined to ensure that we have a positive outcome, because it has been a norm that any host country encourages parties at least to achieve as many goals and lock the agenda items as many as possible. But from the look of things, from a negotiation point of view, that the only agenda item that has been dragging, and we came to COP very ambitious and very enthusiastic about, was the global goal that it's turning out to be like is not going to be agreed upon, because the European Union and other national bloc are not supporting what Africa Group of Negotiators is saying, because Africa Group of Negotiators is saying that those indicators need some things need to be refined and added, and we need not to at least adopt them just as they are. Then the Gender Action Plan, I think there's good progress that is being made, and we are yet to see tomorrow, because tomorrow is certainly the day that we need to see how the subsidy, because week one is normally the subsidiary bodies. If they agree, then that decision is adopted. But if they don't agree, that decision moves to week two, where now it becomes the high level. The ministers and the heads of state will be available to help pan out the issue. So from the CSOs and the activist point of view, we saw was it on Wednesday, where the indigenous people forced their way in and even overpowering the security of the UN of the UN to access the plenary, something that has never been had before. And this is because there was some misunderstanding. They were promised badges so that they could access the venues and see and attend some side event and also attend the negotiation. But it's like the process was going a bit slow, so they really overpowered, and the negotiation was dealt with, leading to security being beefed up and everything. So I would say that we are at the home of the indigenous people, and that is because Belém is in the Para, which is a para state, which is in the Amazon region.
Yeah.
And most of the indigenous people here feel like this is the place where our voice needs to be heard heavily. And if you see at the COP, we have a heavy presence of indigenous people, and even the influence in terms of the pavilions, the agenda being discussed and everything. So I can say that we have a blend. It's a comme-si-comme-ça situation whereby 50-50, whereby as an expert, I foresee that it's not going to be a failed COP, because there are some things that have already been agreed upon, plus also the agenda is not so heavy to say that it's going to. So let's wait and see by the end of week one what is going to be agreed upon.